Hello and welcome back to another On the Rest and to another edition of NXT Out of 10. A busy episode today with the Judgment Day showing up to face Carmelo and Trick. Ilya Dragunov defeated Bron Breakker in a brutal match as well, and the winner now, Dragunov, will face Carmelo Hayes at Great American Bash. So lots going on, and we kick things off with a group everyone's talking about, the Judgment Day. Finn Balor got on the mic and said that they were back to dominate NXT. Priest said that they would run all of WWE before Dominic tried to speak and got booed as per. Carmelo showed up with Trick Williams. Rhea was quite unhappy that they interrupted Dirty Dom. The NXT champion then challenged the Judgment Day to a tag match and Balor accepted it. So yeah, this was all kind of building up to that. But yeah, good promo from the Judgment Day. Great to see them in NXT. I think, yeah, really does good stuff for NXT as well. It does for them. And obviously it means we get a banger match later. So that's what it's all setting up to. So not bad stuff. Before Tony D was in an interview from prison and said he was hopeful about Stacks winning his freedom tonight because it's a perfect way to decide Law and Order. Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey then took on Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. Chase and Hudson attacked Gulak and Dempsey during their entrance before they headed to the ring. The match kicked off. Andre and Dempsey were in the ring early on before newcomers Bronco Nemo and Lucian Prince showed up on the balcony to watch the match. Duke and Andre were in control and kicked their opponents out of the ring before Chase and Dempsey were back to trading punches in the middle. Andre got the chase shoe, stomped with a crossbody, but Gulak broke the pin. Gulak and Dempsey then came with a double team Seatbacks on Chase before Thea Hale got involved and got a standing Kimura lock on Gulak to keep him from getting in the ring. Chase and Hudson then got a double team flatliner on Dempsey, picking up the win. And Jay gets 6 out of 10 for me. Not a bad match at all, really. Plenty of potential feud with the newcomers as well. But yeah, just good to see Chase U back together. And Jay, solid enough match. Gets 6 out of 10 from me. It was then time for Von Wagner's therapy, who was working out and beating up Javier Bernal last week. Seemingly helped out a lot. But it's time for Corey J versus Kalani Jordan. Jay got some big moves early on, took Jordan down before hitting a double stomp to the gut. Jay locked her up on the race, but got a big drop kick before getting near fall. Jordan ducked a running elbow and got a near fall for a roll up before some big tackles and a spinning heel kick. Jay caught her with a kick before getting her finisher in and picking out the win. Jay was about to attack Jordan after the match, but Dana Brooke came in and sent her out of the ring, setting up that feud. And I think that's the right feud for the moment, to be honest. Just all about setting that out, really. Simple win for Jay. But yeah, didn't really do too much. I'll give it 6 out of 10. Braun then took on Ilya. Breaker had the early advantage, but Ilya came back with some big chops and a top rope knee drop. Breaker managed to get some shots off in the takedown before they suplexed each other to the outside. Back in the ring, Ilya got a big clothesline followed by a series of Germans before Braun managed to reverse into one of his own. Braun hit what looked to be on the top rope elbow to the head before Dragunov picked him up and dumped him onto the ring post. Dragunov got the coast to coast before hitting a torpedo Maseko for a very close near fall. Braun managed to get a spear to cut off a dive before Ilya got the latter a big DDT. Off counter, Braun took a running knee before Dragunov hit another torpedo Maseko for the win. And Jay gets 7 out of 10 for me. This was a really good match. Ilya winning is probably the right decision. We've seen Carmelo v Braun enough. So yeah, something new, and it's definitely going to be really good. And I can't wait to see where both go off SummerSlam. So yeah, good stuff. Dominic then showed up to challenge Wesley to a match backstage. Lee said he was ready then, but Dom changed his mind and said they should do it next week, and that's going to be great. Before it's time for Tiffany Stratton versus Ivy Nile. Niall had the early advantage, but Stratton uploaded her on the ropes and sent her outside with a hip attack. Back in the ring, Niall took a double stomp before dodging a handstand clash. Stratton then lifted Niall, but the latter continued a Dragon Sleep hold. Stratton managed to break out and hit a means-up finisher for the win. And Jay gets 6 out of 10 from me. Simple win for Stratton here, really. Put her over. And Jay kind of did its job, but yeah, there wasn't much more to it. Backstage, Andre Chase then told Thea Hale that she deserves a rematch for the women's title, and they were going to try and have it made official before it's time for Stacks v Joe Coffey. Joe was telling Stacks to stay down so that Jay Angelo goes away and becomes a new Dom before taking him down with a clothesline that Stacks kicked out. Gallus then was shocked. And Stacks said that he wasn't a stitch as the match continued. Tony D was on the phone and we heard him cheer on Stacks as the latter was beating Joe up in the ring. Gallus interfered to get Joe the advantage before Bronco Nemo and Lucian Prince showed up once more, this time to threaten Gallus, so it looks like they're going to be all over the place. Stacks was in control and Mark Coffey distracted the ref and Wolfgang stepped up into the ring. Stacks then took a crowbar from the apron and hit Joe with it before throwing it to Wolfgang. The ref saw Wolfgang with the weapon ejecting him from ringside, allowing Stacks to pick up the win. And yeah, it gets a 6 out of 10 from me. It's a very weird way to do it, but it's good to see Tony D back on NXT TV. It's going to be great next week. Whaley Digit as well. And yeah, I still feel like there could be tension with Stacks and Tony D with Stacks on as kind of leader. So yeah, it could go in many different avenues. So yeah, this was really good stuff. Backstage, the Schism mocked Ivy Nile for losing her team before inviting her to join them. Before it's time for the Judgment Day, took on Carmelo Hayes and Trick in our main event. Priest was beating Trick up in the ring as Match again and tagged Balor in before a double team offense. Priest then tagged in for a broken arrow before Balor came in with some hits in the corner. Hayes then finally tagged in and got a big stunner on Priest before the latter got a big move and a near fall. Trick then broke up the pin before Priest took him outside and hit a Falcon Arrow on the announcer's desk. Dom interfered when bringing in a steel chair before rear-handed Priest the Money in the Bank briefcase. Ilya showed up to stop Priest from taking out Carmelo with a briefcase before Hayes accidentally took out Dragunov. The distraction allowed Priest to get the South of Heaven before Balor came in with a coup de grace for the win. And yeah, this gets 7 out of 10 from me. The Judgment Day standing tall once again, really good match. And yeah, dominating Raw, dominating NXT over the last 2 days. And yeah, it's great visual. They're doing great stuff at the moment with the tension. It still could go either way, but yeah, a really good match here. And I can't wait for the Dom's match next week and where it all goes with the Judgment Day and Carmelo and Trick. So yeah, great stuff. Overall, NXT this week gets 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, on the whole, a really enjoyable episode of NXT this week. The whole Judgment Day stuff was great. Lots of great stuff as well throughout the card. With Ilya v Bron, for example. For me, the right result there. The penultimate match on the card was really solid as well. With Stacks, with storyline, but it's still a good fun match. So yeah, good stuff. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. So like, share, subscribe, notice what's going on below for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.